There you go.
Don't get me wrong.
He's like a curmudgeon. Hi, I'm Bonnie. By
I'm
the way. We've
Miron.
never
Really
met.
nice to meet you, Bonnie.
Nice
I've
to
loved
meet
you for a long time.
Okay, let's
from afar.
Thank you.
We'll get started.
This guy's great. I can
First,
tell.
welcome to My Wife Hates Me, the radio. The radio portion, not the podcast. The podcast we do from home. Give us a call, 866-969-1969. This weekend, I will be in Rhode Island, Friday and Saturday Comedy Connection in Providence, Rhode Island. And the 4th and 5th, I will be at Treehouse Comedy with Florentine. Come on out and then go to my website. Bonnie, what do you got? Anything coming up?
I don't know. I can't look.
And our guest tonight... Here's our guest, and we're going to start.
You notice some poster somewhere where I'm performing, you should just come.
That's how it is, right? They put posters up like in a supermarket.
I don't promote it's like you got to just kind of catch it.
It's so goddamn healthy.
What is?
The way she relates to it all, Rich.
Yeah. What's wrong?
She can't get online.
Don't get you online.
This is our other producer, our 8-year-old Raina Vos.
Yeah, but we're not going to do
Ash Raina.
We're not doing Ask Raina tonight because we just did it like 2 weeks ago. We might do it tomorrow morning, Ask Raina.
Louis, I know you're overworked and overwhelmed, but can you get her online?
Okay.
Rick is also here. Come here, Rick. Bring it in.
We're going to introduce one guest at a time,
Where's
Bonnie.
your wife? I don't know. She's not coming? You guys have gotten into divorce this afternoon?
Hi, Rick.
All right. Let's
All right, let's get started.
Since everyone's here, let's just, okay, this is a radio show.
It's not a podcast.
It's not a podcast. We also do a podcast by the same name. It's not, they're different.
So,
we don't have a producer on our podcast. And
we do it in our dining room.
We only have half a producer here.
And
that's rough.
Oh, did you want Tracy?
Look at Lewis. Lewis is no. Lewis is great for about half the show.
No, Lewis is good. Okay. So where were you going with this?
What? The radio show? I just want to explain to them how it works. It's loose. We may or may not ask you questions about yourself. That's just how it is.
But we will.
We probably will get to it. And
Are we allowed to jump in at any time?
You should talk into the mic, Dodo.
Yes.
Oh, that's a mic.
That's a voice.
Well, yeah, here's what we try not to do. Is all talk at once because Bonnie doesn't stop.
Oh my God.
Okay, also, I just wanted to say this because...
I was wondering when you said, here's what we try not to do. Rich doesn't try not to do anything.
We don't do anything.
I just wanted to kind of do it like the rules are, there are no rules.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow, cool, Mom.
That's how I eat wherever you want
I love
to.
it. Yeah.
That's right.
So
wow.
But Rich likes to start the show off always with a 60s song, and I was thinking about it the other day. It's so weird because every time we get in the car, it's always on the 60s, only 60s songs.
Once in a blue moon, I'll go on 70s.
I've never gotten in when you.
Well, 60s is the best music.
But he'll be out there, and you know,
signs
Rick, you know Rich very well.
Yes.
Do this. What?
He's an asshole like 90% of the time. Like he'll be like bitching at someone or yelling at someone, then get in his car. Nee, 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 nee. You know, it's
you are not alone.
It's the fucking best music, the best voices.
Weird.
See, I'm a voice guy.
Me too.
Okay, like the Who, you know what I mean?
What do you mean by that?
Okay,
The voice guy?
well, I like good voices. Like I've said this many times: the Supremes, the Temps, Cat Stevens.
Father and son. Cat Stevens, father and son.
Yeah, well, I played it. I played it many times. It's a great song.
Yeah.
He's doing two characters.
Two guys.
Two characters.
Yeah.
How can I try to explain when I do, you turn away again? It's always in the
If they
same.
were right, I'd agree. But it's them they know, not me. You're
you go.
still young.
You're not going to join in?
That's your
Well,
fault.
hell no, I'm not going to
There's
join
so much you have to go through. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you
guys-
can marry. Look at me. I am old.
I feel like they should be
but
getting
I'm
closer
happy.
to each
I
other
know.
until
If
they
they
lock
were
fingers.
right, I'd agree. But it's them they know, not me. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away.
I know.
What is this
I
like?
have
If you've
to
had a
go
drug addiction
away.
in the past,
Yeah.
this is like this is something you know how to do.
So the abusive father.
No, it's because if your father wasn't there for you, and then he's giving you fucking, trying to tell you how to be a human.
Day
what
late
the
and
fuck?
$1 short,
Yeah,
I say.
man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Rich,
That's what I tell my father.
Right?
why
And
don't you
Doug,
introduce our guests before we get on?
Okay, now, and we'll give a little background. I'll go with Rick first because I've known Rick forever.
I've known Rick forever. Rick is my booking.
Rick is your booking.
Yeah.
No,
Rick
his
Shapiro
wife
is my booking.
No, Rick's wife
Yes,
emailed
Tracy
me.
just begged.
Well, no, but Rick's in.
It didn't know. She said
She was
here's
my first crush in comedy, and you got her.
I believe that.
Is that true? You've never even
I was
talked
shy.
to me.
You came up and you want to meet us for a drink? And I was in the back, and I went like this. I went, no. And you came back. You go, I like the game you play. And I was like, I'm just shy to myself. I was like, yeah, right. Nod your head like Fonzie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's my last crush in comedy.
That's right.
What?
That's really sweet.
No, I can't stand comics.
I know.
Turned him off.
I love Rick. I love you for saying that.
They're fucking psychopaths. It's like living with yourself. It's fucking.
That's the meanest thing you've ever said about me.
Well,
by the way,
when you say that you are more blunt than most, like you have a freedom in you that a lot of them don't have, so it's hard to be around. You know, like I've been doing the Nasty Show in Montreal on Friday, 5 o'clock. I'm trying to be in the moment with nothing going on.
Rick. I know people say this about other comedians, but you could obviously do a different voice. Why don't you use that voice all the time?
So I don't
You'd
stutter?
skyrocket to the top.
Which voice?
The one you just did.
Oh, that one. Yeah, you're right. I would, right?
Yeah, but you don't stutter on
It's
stage.
incredibly soothing.
No, it came out a bit when Tracy got the thing. I got overwhelmed, so I started to stutter. I'm like, but I really found out why I stutter. You're gonna understand this. The other people don't understand it.
Rick Shapiro.
Everybody in L.A. whispers. For 7 years, I've been talking to people, and they don't have opinions. They have reasons why they don't have opinions, so they're warped and
Slow down.
And then this new voice going like this. He wants to and they're warped and mutated.
Yeah.
They're mutants, and they're not people. So for 7 years of conversations every day, I would pull my arm back and start to get weird. I went on stage like with my arm stiff. I couldn't straighten my arm out. After a year of talking to people, I'm doing this a little bit. You know when you do that, somebody's a little gross. You're like.
Recoil? I never recoil. I touch people. The grosser it is, the more likely I am to touch them.
That's me too.
Yeah, no, I got it.
And marry them.
People with globules and blackheads. You wouldn't touch a blackhead.
Wait, we're not bringing race into this.
I know.
Wait,
It felt
first
incredibly
of all,
racial.
A blackhead or a whitehead, either one I love to squeeze.
That's hell yes.
Yeah, well, I had one on
I'm
my
attracted
back.
to
yeah.
that.
Well, I had one on my back. She squeezed, and then I had to go have a cyst this big cut out.
Yeah.
She fucking wrecked my
I
back.
broke the cyst. I didn't know it was a cyst.
Tracy does that too.
She
man.
teased it out.
It was very
She
satisfying.
teased it in. You're like,
You gotta leave it alone. I'm a dermatologist kid, so
That's my autobiography. That's my autobiography's name. Is She Teased It In.
okay, so Rick,
You're ruining the purity of a good keloid score.
So Rick, only you don't start on stage. I mean, you're kind of like the guy in fucking One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Got some pussy, stopped stuttering. Then this Nurse Ratched is L.A. Came back into your life and made you fucking stutter.
Holy shit! You know how to use a metaphor and a reference.
Yeah,
That was beautiful.
Rick's the
L.A.
only
is
one.
my Nurse Ratched. That's a beautiful, big, sighing, unemployed actor really over my head. Like, I said at 4 o'clock you hear a collective unemployed actor sigh with steam rising out of the sidewalk. I mean, you yawn like, and everybody's yawning out. They're like, we're talking. And they don't just hide. They look, I'm doing great. And I'm too smart, so I go like, I have to run home to Tracy and scream. I tore my clothes off, ran naked up and down my street, and went like this. I went, you're a pussy, you're a pussy, you're a pussy, you're without it, because they're so Primrose Lane, like,
Right.
You know? And they don't have lawns. It's a fake suburban place. So the lawns are this big, and they would say, like, could you get your dog's poo? And then they say poo. So all this shit was gathering in my mind. Like, say shit. He goes, poo. I said, say shit, I'll pick it up. Poo. And I said, you don't even have a lawn. That's not even a lawn. That's a patch of grass in front of a building.
Yeah.
All this while nude? I'm
What's
just.
that?
I know.
Nude.
Are you
He opened by
detailing a
being nude.
breakdown? What is happening in this story?
Wait, did you really run naked in your?
I'll do it.
No,
I've done it.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not
This is
daring
not a
you.
dare.
Okay, what? This is a
And there's
radio
more-
show.
there's more that
This
we
isn't a
pretend
game
you
show.
guys.
But but we want to know when
but
you're
you're
speaking what's real and what's not real.
The stutter's real.
It's all real.
Shade.
It's all real.
Okay, so
Look,
Rick Shapiro is
But there's some of you would understand. Tracy always has to win the argument, and she'll lie. She'll do a schizo thing and be like, I don't know what we're talking about anymore. And so finally she won. So I went, this is how much it matters you won. She drove me so crazy. I said, this is how much matter you won. I ripped off my clothes again and ran up and down the street saying, my wife won an argument. Tracy wins all the arguments. She won. I'm being torn apart in my own apartment. Tracy won, and it's great because
she's never won an argument since.
they're so passive in LA that I can get away with it. Out here, somebody would wrangle you off the street or something. I don't know.
He's beautiful nude. I've been sitting on this since he walked in. He's naked in Lucky Louie.
No,
I remember.
He's packed.
So as soon as he walked in, I was like, I've
course you
seen that
fucking
day.
Of course you remember.
It's
You
a
logged
perfect
that
day.
all in your head.
Come
okay?
on. I could draw it on the back of an envelope. I could tell you exactly. I
can't wait to hear
could
your
write a
intro.
poem
Shut
about
up
what I
now.
know it smells like. It's like that.
Are you a comedian, I hope?
I am.
God bless you.
God bless you.
He's the only guy I've ever met.
we just brought
the good guys.
We just brought a hairdresser in. We decided is he a comedian?
It's my dentist.
Hey kids, have you seen my teeth?
Take this call from Denver.
Wait, go ahead and introduce the second guest.
No, we'll
please.
take a call, then the second guest.
What? Okay.
It's not our.
sorry.
No. It's our
I
doctor.
love the anonymity.
Don't take Dr. Jeff yet.
I just did. Dr.
Jeff. Hold on, doctor.
How's it going?
Here we're gonna because listen, we have a brilliant guy who stutters a little. Obviously,
And
you know
Rick
my
Shapiro
list.
is also here.
And now our next comic who we're going to introduce, I can't. Bonnie, say his name. How do you say it? Moraine.
No.
Moraine.
No.
That's like something from Game of Thrones.
I
It
know.
is a little Game of Thrones.
Hold on, Dr. Jeff.
Game of Thrones.
It's Mehran Kagani.
Mehran Kagani.
Mehran
Yeah.
Kagani.
Okay,
Once
hi.
you get it, it's like gold.
Yeah, it has a gallop to it.
Now, I met
Also
Mehran
Game of
Kagani probably last week for the first time at the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah.
Very funny. Like, you know what I mean? Some people you can tell are funny, outgoing, not uptight,
But
he has-
you needed a little work to figure it out.
And now, and listen, and you could tell within 1 minute that he loves avocados. After you talk to him.
What is that? Because they're high fat content, you bastard?
No, I
know
didn't
what
want to
he
say you were
means.
gay.
He
I was
knows.
just saying that
Why? That's like love
This is America.
avocados.
They know what avocados
Yeah.
mean.
It was
Is that balls?
a misdirect. Because I was
I
going to
see
say
what you're
in 1 minute you could tell you're gay, but it doesn't matter because I don't see you as like a gay comic. I just saw you as a funny guy sitting at the table.
You're welcome to see me as a gay comic.
No, but you're not. You're a comic.
Thank you.
You're a comic.
Thank you.
When I don't see her as a
my
cunty
God.
comic, I don't see. All right, I don't
see her as
see
a
him.
cunt.
I don't see.
Say it. Let's get it out. Marriage is a bitch, man.
Wow.
So, Dr. Jeff, we have.
we have a doctor.
How are you gonna now? Listen, how you got to help two people. One to stop, maybe to try to work on the stutter, and the other one from going to hell. So, how can you take the dick out of one mouth and put it in the other? How do you do that?
What does that mean?
That was essentially incisive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Foreskin
way.
can actually work against a stutter to level things out.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I'm
And
it
saying.
helps your soul.
I'm trying to help both of you at one time. I'm trying to kill two
I don't
birds with one
understand
stone.
that at all. I'm scared.
No, you're right.
No, and you know what?
Let Dr. Jeff talk.
Okay,
You're the one who said, make sure everybody's not talking so much. You're the one who's babbling on like a maniac.
All right, I'm just setting up the bit.
Thank you.
Bonnie's got a point there.
Shame.
Thank you, Dr. Jeff.
Okay, go ahead, doctor. I hope Jenny called him.
Let me put on.
Interesting story. Do you guys know what a conversion disorder is?
No.
What?
Yeah, it's when
Please
you're-
enlighten us.
When you buy one of those tables and it doesn't work, it goes the other way.
That's exactly.
Wait, what was the
Yeah,
question?
Dead on. So basically, conversion disorder is when something psychological manifests itself physically. So I worked with a woman who hadn't seen or talked to her stepfather, who abused her for years, and he randomly called her out of nowhere.
Physically or
Totally
mentally?
He called her for real, and he abused her physically and mentally.
Okay.
So after 5 years, she got a call from this guy, totally out of the blue, and she totally lost the ability to speak for about 4 days.
So dramatic.
She had no idea why, had no idea what could happen, and eventually her husband brought her in, and we were able to figure out what it was and work through it. But stutters can obviously be neurological, but they can also be a result of something psychological. So have you had your stutter forever?
Yes.
Can I just say
but
this?
It's big now, and sometimes, you know, I don't want to say this, nobody knows this, but I have a little Parkinson's, and supposedly a stutter comes with it or something, but I really feel like my wife got breast cancer, I got overwhelmed, because I never cared about anybody. Now, I'm a cancer, I'm like, run, Rick, run, you know, your life will get torn away, and then helping her has helped me. And I'm just like, where do I belong? Who am I? You know, like, because I stopped performing for a couple months and played board games with her, whatever. You know, the shit Tracy knows, she always goes like, it doesn't have to be cool. You don't have to say, I don't play Monopoly. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm going off.
Well, you know, it's weird because last week we talked cancer, so we're not going to talk cancer tonight.
Yeah.
We'll talk AIDS and hepatitis tonight.
Yeah.
So if you have
herpes is also really
We
good.
do have Parkinson's on the list, so
none
you
of that. I'm sorry I brought it up.
No, you're not. No,
he's
that's
joking.
It was the most beautiful
I was
thing
on
I've
my
ever
way.
seen. No shit.
We were going to bring it up anyhow because we knew I was going to bring it up. You know, I was just going to
How
wait
is
and let
she
the show
doing?
get running a little before we fucking, you know,
Bring it down, bring it to the black hole.
Okay.
I'm good to be here, Rick. My wife has breast cancer. And my youngest, which is me, has Parkinson's. What talk about comedy?
Let's just keep it light there, Rick.
So, Dr. Jeff, what he's going through, which is a lot, you know, and plus somebody close to him in his life passed away, how is there a certain way that you think he could handle that to work for him? You know what I mean? Not all the tragedies. How does he get past it?
I have no idea what you just asked.
How does he fucking stop stuttering, stupid? He's an Indian doctor. He's a therapist, but he's from India, so he's kind
handicapped?
No, he's half. He
couldn't understand you. How's he going to understand a guy with a stutter?
Yeah. What I'm saying is, do you have an exercise or something he could do? You know what I mean?
Who do I have to confront? Get rid of these demons.
Well, the biggest thing that our culture does a terrible job with grieving, and we think that this should be some prescribed way to do it of their stages, and that's all totally false. Everyone grieves in their own way and has to figure out how to get through it on their own, and unfortunately there isn't a right way. But I can say that talking about it and acknowledging it is one important step, so you're already doing something right, for sure.
Oh, well, boy, if he had to pay for that fucking visit.
Yeah.
I thought that was insightful.
Tell me how to pick up. Tell me what women really want to hear. That's more important.
No, I get what you're saying. It's just like in any 12-step program. You're only as sick as your secrets. So when you let something go, you know, if you have a problem and you let it go with somebody, now you only have half that problem. Right?
Is that true?
It's obviously a lot more than that, too. Holding secrets is a lot of work. I think we don't acknowledge how hard that is for us because we think we have these deep, dark things. But it's not necessarily just sharing. It's actually getting some insightful coping mechanisms and some things you can do to work through it.
Yeah,
that's one step, but without
coping mechanisms.
Therapy.
Well, yeah, I see really bad therapists in L.A. I can't find a good one. In New York, I had a great one for 10 years and somebody else who was cool, and it really helped. But since I haven't been able to find, I talk to these guys and they're like, so why would you think I should be more intuitive while working with you? Why is that important? And I'm like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like the stutter came back when I stopped having a guy I trusted who worked intuitively hearing me. Now it's, I gotta get this out, it's hard. Linear guys who are like, why do you think it's important for you to be a maverick? Why do you think it's important to have your own opinions? I'm like, what is this? I don't understand you. You're an accountant or some shit. You're not a shrink.
Well, but look, if they do My Cousin Vinny too and they need another lawyer, boom.
Jesus, Rich.
That's what I'm doing. No, that's what I'm doing. It's been a ruse. It's been a ruse. I really want to play a girl who graduated from UCB. It's been a ruse. That's what they all do from UCB. And then my hat fell off.
Wait,
fucking UCB.
Dr.
So
Jeff.
stupid.
Dr. Jeff, you said you have a story what's the story you have to tell us?
So, quick story. It's a little off topic. Is that all right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so last week you guys were talking about a fight that you two got into and silent treatment, and it reminded me of a clinical story, but long story short, fights between couples are never really about the fight. It's not about the dishes or whatever. It's about something deeper. And I was doing therapy with this older couple, pretty conservative people, and they were fighting about dishes or just something, whatever. And the husband in the middle of it just blurted out, "Well, your vagina's too loose." And everyone went quiet. And then we actually had a really productive conversation about how his sexual needs weren't being met, obviously stereotypical. But so many of their fights were about that, not about the dishes or the nagging or anything.
So you pulled out...
luckily for us, anytime I have any issue with Rich, he yells at me, "Your vagina's too loose." So we get to the heart of it really quickly.
And then we pull
In his defense, he yelled the same thing at me when I met him.
And then we get the thread and we patch things up.
So how does your vagina feel when it's insulted like that?
My vagina has shut down many years ago. It no longer feels anything.
I understand that.
Like, was he meaner about it? Was it just your vagina's too loose, or was it like it looks like a flat tire, or does it look like it looks like a poorly made cake?
Like the thing is, what is she supposed to do about her loose vagina?
Well,
go get it.
You never heard that spiritual poem? I do it on stage. Have you guys? Nobody wants your fucking medicine. Okay. You ever hear that spiritual poem? Pussy prints in the sand. Yeah. God carried her.
Yeah,
God carried her,
right.
but the pussy
He
was
dragged her.
But the pussy
Eventually,
still dragged
there
down.
was only one lip in the sand. That is so
The hanging
sweet.
vagina in his spiritual stories. I know. The hanging vagina is a demon.
I'm gonna let you go for your own sanity, Doctor.
Thank you, Dr. Jeff, and thank you for helping.
Wait, what do I do? What do I do, Doc? Thanks. Don't leave now.
We'll get our other therapist to call in the second half. No, that stuff is phony.
It's good for you.
I know guys it works for
I'll
them.
have one.
Yeah.
Is what you're
I'm
offering?
making you one, yeah.
That stuff works.
I have a good therapist in L.A. You should see.
You're kidding. I've been looking all over.
I'm going to have her call.
Here, take a swig.
I'm going to text her right now.
Oh, man. Amazing.
A
Okay,
lady.
go ahead, Philly. I can't see your name.
Joe.
Joe, go ahead. What do you?
Rick, you asked what women really want to hear.
What is it? Yeah, go ahead.
Stuttering is a side effect of having a big dick.
That's beautiful.
Boom.
Side effect of having a big dick. Of course, man.
It'll only take a few minutes to find out the falsehood of that, but go ahead.
My dick has its own lungs. So it sucks the air out of my lungs. That makes...
I'm having Jenny call me.
My dick is so big
who's
it
that, Jeff?
intimidates me, and then I start stuttering.
Can you handle a female therapist?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Hopefully she'll call.
That'd be great. She'll call in?
I'm proud of all of you.
Why?
I love this guy.
For taking the professional advice, you know what I mean? For seeking real counsel and not just, playing armchair therapist to one another,
I don't go to therapy. I've gone to therapy. You know why I don't go back, which I'm going to eventually? I hate telling my life story all over again.
yeah,
I hate it. How can you know what I mean? And then she did, and I did, and then when I was 18, and then my father, and I hate going through the whole fucking thing. It's 10 sessions just to get up to where the fuck I was with the last guy.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Jason, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, wait, is this the big dick?
Is that the guy who just said
still?
big dick stutter?
No, it's someone else.
Like a grandfather clock?
He has something to say to Rick.
Go ahead.
Let's just wait for it.
Texas.
Bonnie?
Yeah.
Big fan.
Oh,
I
thank
just
you.
want to point out that you're welcome. I just want to point out that Rick sounds a lot like King Kai from Dragon Ball Z.
From what?
Dragon Ball Z?
Was that
Is that a
band
movie or a stupid movie?
That's
No, it's a
anime.
cartoon. It's an anime for.
So what's your point?
He's a virgin.
he's all he's doing is comparing your voice to the voice of a
We
character.
don't have the smartest caller sometimes.
That's it's what he loves. He's sharing what he loves in a.
Listen, fucking Gandhi.
Oh my God.
Listen to me.
You know what I just heard?
Fucking
Light
listen to
some
me.
candles.
Fucking, Okay, the
Thank you for
fucking
saying
glass
that.
is half full. Let me tell you, these are half empty calls. They're not half
You
full.
said I look like a cartoon agent in skinny jeans and an iPod headphone and dancing around and saying things like, I will have to forgive her. I will climb up her vagina because she is a lesbian karate expert.
We've,
Is that anime shit or
we
something?
just hit our vagina word quota.
I know.
Hey,
but it went with anime.
No, I'm not saying you
I
did
didn't like
anything
pulling-
wrong.
No, I didn't like pulling it in, but it went with anime. I didn't
I'm
go
just
like,
saying we can't use it anymore.
okay.
Okay,
Just
so
check out a clip.
Thanks, Jason.
Okay.
hey, thanks
cool.
for the call. Give us a call, 866-969-1969. This is going to be a great show, so you be
Don't
part
judge
of it.
it
Be
yet.
part of
Cool.
it. Be
It's
part of
going
it.
to be a great show. Right now, it's terrible, but
I
it's,
just came from a
discovering
radio
itself.
show where the guy did Jackie Gleason the whole time. This old guy was like, the whole time doing Jackie Gleason.
What, impressions? Or that was
Yeah.
his voice?
No, he was just, he met him, so he imitated him. He was an entertainer, and I was just constantly screaming Jackie Gleason lines.
Kagani.
So it was good to be here.
I just had to remind myself. Kagani.
Yeah.
Now, here's the
Mayron
deal.
Kagani. Let's find out a
Gleason.
little.
When I
I
go
don't
up,
mind.
she'll say one word.
I'm really into
and
your
it fixes
Rick
it. Kagani.
No.
And then everyone goes,
In iterations. I love your.
I just don't want. I don't know anything about him, so I would
That's
like
what I'm
to
gonna-
find out a
We're
little.
going to start. You're from Boston.
Sure, to an extent.
Did you start comedy in Boston?
Yes.
8 years ago, you said.
8, 9.
8, 9. How
Did
long
I
have you
see
been
you on
in New
Last
York?
Comic Standing?
You did.
Yes.
And you were on the first season of Last
No,
Comic.
second.
Second season.
I was on the first.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Rich.
And the third.
Oh, my God.
And then the second. Now, listen. I met you, a week ago?
Yep.
How long have you been in New York? Did you move
A
here?
year and a half. I moved here, yeah.
But how come I never saw you at the cellar? Did you just start going to
I
the
just
cellar?
started going to the cellar, yeah.
Oh, so you've been here a year and a half. Yeah. And when did you start going? 2 weeks ago when I first saw you?
Yeah,
Was that?
I passed at the cellar 3 weeks ago.
Wow,
and it
very
was wild.
exciting.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Who recommended you?
Greenbaum. Harrison Greenbaum.
Wow, Harrison Greenbaum has moved up to the point where he can recommend
people?
people.
I think, from what I understand, Esty watches Last Comic, fairly closely, just to know, the landscape and who's out there doing what. And so I think that was part of it. And then Harrison was like the clencher, right?
Okay.
He brought me all the way. It was nice.
Okay, so now you go.
We
could
love
get back
Harrison
in there.
Greenbaum, but
Did you recommend me? Because I could get back in there, but
I have less than zero clout. It's really nice.
Did you recommend me? I'm funny as hell. I just been holding back from going, her to see her.
you got to get the Harrison Greenbaum.
Yeah, it's what it takes.
I can't believe I'm asking you this. I don't
could
care
say-
anymore. Tracy's always telling me with a knife and fork how to have manners and shit. Yeah,
But
I'm
why
asking.
with a knife
But
and a
wait,
fork?
you're on a TV show right now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How many episodes have you done on Marin?
5.
You've done 5?
Wait till you see the next 4. The character kicks ass. They write smart.
I haven't seen the first 5, so how am I going to wait till I see the next 4?
No. The one episode aired so far.
Oh, okay.
Next season, 4 of them.
Oh, wow.
And the characters, when they were violent Buddhist.
You're a violent Buddhist?
Yeah, he carries guns, he hates crows, goes nuts over shit. He's really cool. He's not like, hey, I'm the wacky neighbor. What day is this? Jerry, like, this is smart shit.
Wait, hold on. Go to Scott real quick.
Is that a slam on Seinfeld? I'm not sure what the Jerry.
No, Lucky Louie.
Rick is 10 times. This guy thinks Rick is 10 times smarter than anybody in the room. He is very
Okay,
smart.
let's
He is
Don't
incredibly
forget that.
smart.
Who said that?
He's calling in now. Scott from DC.
Wow, man,
We know
that's
that.
nice. Thanks for saying that.
Yeah, Rick Shapiro, I've never heard you before, never heard about you, and you have had me laughing since you opened your mouth. And you are by far the funniest guy in that room. And then there's a funny, beautiful woman sitting here.
Okay,
But,
get rid of him.
Mayron.
Bonnie,
Yeah, it's
cut
fine.
him off. Cut him
What?
off.
I
Cut
wanted
him
to
off.
ask you if you do stand-up
No, don't.
at all, or are you just an actor now doing Marin?
No, I do stand up all around in a way. I'll be in Chicago, but I appreciate. Yeah, look at my stuff online. That's the stuff keep my career alive, and it's good shit. But I have to say the reason I'm always full of money. But Rich and but first of all, the guy I just met. Amazing. I've never felt so free. And it takes a mind. It takes a mind. If he wasn't the riot that he is, I wouldn't even. I'd be like, oh God, how did know, and Bonnie and Rich has always been a hero. He's the only one who's right and blunt and doesn't care if it goes left or right. Doesn't do this thing of like, which way with a ping pong ball? Will it hit her in the forehead or in the funny bone? I'd better, you know.
He doesn't care where it hits me. Is that fair?
Okay. Bonnie's smart, fierce, like always loose. She carries humor. That's why I'm happy to be here. I just did a 4 other podcasts where I was holding my head together to stop eggs from falling out of my brains.
I love that we're talking about ourselves like it's 30 years from now.
I appreciate it. I appreciate what
happened that one day.
I didn't know about myself because you didn't.
This is the only show I go to where they don't go like, has this guy? I can't believe he's never been homeless. He seems like he would be. Like, how many drugs? Is your brain on drugs? You know, all that crap. And this is the room. These are the guys who don't do that. It's like in Game of Thrones. The guys with the shield up front, or was that Braveheart? I stopped Middle Victorian.
All those movies have
war
that
movies.
Same thing. Yeah.
I don't finish sentences.
Oh, okay.
That's all right.
Thanks, man.
Listen,
I hope you look up my stuff. I got a book
I'll
book
take
out.
a little while to look him up online, but make your way down to
He's brilliant. He's brilliant.
Where do you live?
DC.
And
cool.
And we've got a lot of comedy happening down here. Rich and Bonnie do the Cinnamon Draft House and DC Improv. So
no, we don't do the improv. We do the
make
draft
your way
house.
down here. I will be out with 10, 15 people. I can promise.
Well, that's lovely.
That's great. Fans usually help me set up gigs. So if you ever, have any clue to that, shoot me a Facebook.
I will find you on there tonight. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, buddy.
We've made a connection.
God damn you with your sweetness. It's not sweet. These people calling are empty.
Rick, somebody wants you to say, to introduce them as Lady Trucker the Cunt. So could you do that?
This is one of our callers.
Can you say, please welcome?
Call.
Please welcome Lady Trucker the Cunt.
You didn't stutter on that because you're so used to saying
Trucker.
that.
I get lady truckers and cunts, man.
Good evening, everybody. Hey, Rick, you're not stuttering anymore.
I know, you made me trust that this voice I'm afraid to show anybody. This is actually the real me. I really talk. I'm beaten to the ground, but I rose up as a slithering Jew.
What?
I rose up.
It's also a plant. A slithering Jew.
Yeah. No, it isn't. How dare you? That's not. Get your hands off my plant. It's a form of lasagna.
Lady Trucker.
But that's nice, yeah.
Boss, you have a sparkle in your eye today. You look really cute.
How could you see what I look like?
Has Opie tweeted your pictures?
Oh, this morning? No, I don't know. Thank you. No, I don't know. It's been a good couple days. Are you trying to steal
my husband, Lady Trucker?
I'm not hitting on him. I'm just getting on compliment.
That's what I want to do.
Oh, that disappoints me. You mean I still have to have him?
I'd rather be hugged by you than headlocked by her.
How come you ain't got no wrinkles? You're fucking gorgeous. My wife, she don't get them unless she gets breast cancer. Then she gets wrinkles. These worry wrinkles.
Oh God! Because her life has been so smooth
with me
up until this point. Yeah,
Trucker.
You always love a good woman,
Lady Trucker. Where you at?
You love having a good woman by your side.
I like having a girl by my side.
Oh, but you haven't always chosen wisely.
Yeah.
No, I never did. With Tracy, I did, and that's why it hurts. It's like, nah, I don't say meatloaf.
How is she doing?
She's doing great. It's like when she talks about breast cancer, she kind of has the whole me, but her attitude is fierce, and unfortunately the implants did not take. So
so is she cancer free now? So far, I mean,
no, she got to do chemo.
She's still got to do chemo.
Yeah, that's why I'll be calling you at 4 a.m. Realizing this right now. It's like, I go like, how do you stop the tears? And I don't know. I just was never a guy. I'm astounding myself, saying like, wow, I'm really being here for someone. Mm-hmm. Even though I wasn't sure about the marriage. And she laughs when I say, I'm never sure, but she just laughs at me like a witch, like as if you have a mind of your own. She just goes, not sure of it, huh? Try to leave. You know?
Well, but you've been with her for a while. Like, I don't want to say
my friend
how
for
many
6 years. Yeah,
we've made some mistakes, all of us in our lives. I remember one of your girlfriends.
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, and
she was a riot though.
Yeah.
But apparently she acted out, right? She called people, cursed them out or something.
Oh, I don't know.
Do you know who they're talking about?
I think so.
No, when we went to dinner, He used to go out with what's her name?
Yes.
Yeah.
D.
We all
No.
went to dinner.
Is that who you're talking about?
Because of the
Who?
D? You didn't say anything.
I think so. I don't remember her name.
Oh, God.
Did we all go out to eat?
We went out to eat a couple times.
But he was with a crazy person.
Well, I don't know if you call her crazy.
She was a little nuts.
To me, she was a brilliant baby, but she was also, I found out,
Anti-Semitic?
nuts and maybe made things up or something.
She might have had a little bit of a pathological lying thing going on.
like
Might have.
on Adderall.
Don't quote us. Might have,
On
because we don't
Adderall?
want to get sued.
Speed
But we just
lying?
say- No, I don't know. I don't know her like that. I don't know the difference between the truth and with certain, because I don't know her like that.
You ever see a broomstick on Adderall?
No.
I don't even need to add.
As in, I've been on Adderall looking at a broomstick. I'm listening, and I'm open to any of
You
these.
have?
He's
Adderall?
saying that she was a broomstick. I get
As in
that
she was
reference.
incredibly
She had so
thin.
much Adderall, she became this stick with a giant head. I was like, you're out of hand.
She was perfect in New Orleans during Mardi Gras. How about you want to take a real call? A guy, some real advice.
Okay.
Let's take some.
But I
And we
feel
still
like-
got to get back to
Okay,
to
Mehran.
Ahmadullah.
One day, I'll be. Yeah,
We'll talk to you in a second. We'll get you. No, we got
I'm not. No, I'm not in a rush.
All
Okay,
right.
wait, let's just get this one out first. Dave from North Dakota.
No, that's not the
Guys, how you
problem.
doing?
I
Okay.
say
So, I
this.
love you guys.
I'm sorry. Don't fight.
I was born with a hole in my throat, actually.
What?
Wow, you sound great.
Wait, you were
wait,
born
say-
with a hole in your throat?
As a baby, yeah.
Did they patch it up?
Yeah, they patched it when I was like 11 or 12.
Wow, that's so long.
I started having surgery though when I was 3 or 4. So,
Is that from did it have a stutter attached to it or something?
like I said, yeah, I kind of hesitate.
Oh, because
I
you feel
kind of
like
like hesitate more than stutter.
Are you scared when you
That's it.
sneeze you'll blow the patch off?
Ah,
Jesus
Richard. Ah.
I feel like, what's that got to do with stuttering?
Well, I'm
No,
wondering
wait,
why it took so long to have
For
it
his skin
patched
to grow,
up.
because he had to grow more.
Oh, so
Because
then
if he was a kid and they patched it up and then he grows,
right.
So what happens when you have a hole in your throat that isn't patched up? I'm asking you. When you have a hole in your throat that's not
He
patched
hesitates. You got to give him some time.
up.
Yeah. And I'm so nervous right now, so that's...
don't be nervous. Dude, listen, we're more
No,
nervous
and you have a
talking to-
beautiful
There's
speaking
like
voice.
3
Whatever they
people
did,
listening,
they got it
and
right.
they're all waiting on the phone.
Yes, and everybody speaking has some kind of fucking limb or something fucked up with them.
I'm pretty perfect, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't judge those of you.
I have one ball.
There's a lot of
I
birds.
saw you on one of the CBS shows. You were great, actually.
Oh, thank you. This guy's
What show? What
fantastic.
show?
CBS. I don't remember which one it was, though, now. I think before David Letterman was gone in the summer.
Oh, it was David Letterman, the Letterman show.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
She did it 3 times.
I gotta get my career together.
Oh, now you're starting to think about that?
Cool.
They even ask for tapes from Fallon and Kimmel each year, and I go like, I'm getting it together. And I try to do it, and I have.
It's impossible. This is like my manager. Well,
Then-
I say all the time, I've got a set ready to go for one of these shows if they want me. And he's always like, oh, just put it on tape and send it to me. And then I just never put it on tape. Like, I
Yeah.
never go the next step.
Who wants to put
with
it
it.
on
managed
tape?
to be on the shows, or
But
so
wait,
you're doing. So you're able to do something practical.
Right.
all right, hold on.
But not all the way.
yeah.
we don't get a lot of hole in your throat callers.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Right, so
Right.
let's take advantage, because in case the next hole in your throat caller calls us, we'll know more
Dave,
about.
hole in your throat Johnson's on the line.
Well,
Go
no.
ahead, Dave.
That's great.
Yeah, guy.
Sorry.
Do you,
Or the UCB hole in the throat. I have a UCB. I have a hole in my
Did you
throat.
ever have a Johnson in your throat hole?
Oh, my God.
Bang the back of that throat.
and it came out the mouth?
Question. That's a good question.
You know?
This country holds back sexually. You got a hole in your throat, you should be fucked.
As now,
No, but I appreciate you saying
Every
that.
challenge is an opportunity.
Could you go through all the holes that have been fucked?
can you tell me, like, as a kid until you were 12, your breathing, you would breathe with your mouth closed through your throat?
I don't even remember because I didn't talk much. I was always shy as a kid, and
Yeah.
it was
I love
awful.
him.
Yeah.
I know. Well, listen, growing up with a speech impediment was the same thing, because I was.
No, it's a little different than having to wear a turtleneck.
No, it's listen.
Oh my God.
Listen. Well, no, back then it was a dickie.
Oh my God, he has charisma. Oh my God.
So did you, because listen, kids were ruthless. Kids are ruthless growing up.
Oh, awful.
Awful,
Yeah.
and whatever.
We're not so great now.
You know what I mean? Well, no, even back then, but they were more ruthless. Now they're not allowed to bully or pick on, or if you see someone with a hole in your throat, you can't throw candy in it. So, like back in the day, we would have sat him up at the bus and threw Smarties in his hole to see. Yeah. Oh yeah.
No.
Oh
Where'd you
yeah.
get the Smarties?
You know what's weird?
Yeah,
like
I know. Where are you, England?
in my school. In my school, we weren't. There was a lot of kids that were mentally and physically disabled, and we never were mean to them ever.
Because you're from
In your
Canada.
school? What kind of school is that?
It was just because they were with us from the beginning. Like,
What did you do? Have like Alan Alda for parents or something? Like
Alan Alda was our principal.
No,
our
Billy
vice
Jack
principal
was your principal.
B. Arthur, and
And I had Lenny Squiggy or some shit.
So did you? You've had the work done on your
there
throat.
was an interracial couple. We loved them. There was a transgender gym
And you
teacher. He was fantastic.
We encouraged her.
Don't take calls. Don't take calls. Don't take fucking calls if we're not going to talk to
There
them.
was a Chinese janitor that we made fun of a lot. But otherwise... Sorry.
Do you...
coming to him.
Do you are you in a relationship and leading
a healthy, normal life?
Well, how
if we can define normal.
I was married for 14 years. Yeah.
Okay.
I was married, kids, all that stuff. Yeah.
So you give hope to other
You're married?
people that were attacked by mothballs.
No, he said
as a
was.
kid.
He said was married.
He's divorced.
Yeah, no,
Not mothballs.
it fell through.
Moths.
Yeah, like 14 years.
Okay.
Wow, that's
What do you do
long.
for a living?
I was a CEO, actually. I worked, I did corrections for almost like 10 years, and then I was a guard for 10.
You want what?
Well, listen, look, have a happy Thanksgiving and just proof in life. Here, folks, here's proof in life. Whatever you think can hold you back, you'll get through it.
In like
Just-
13, 14 years, you will,
Yeah, you just fucking look at this dude, you know what I mean?
I feel sorry for
And he had a
myself.
hole in his soul, and it wasn't even from cigarettes, with the fun. It was just from life. And he's leading a productive life as a divorced man in North Dakota. So let me tell you something,
Sounds
folks.
horrible.
Whatever you think is going to hold you back in life, don't let it. Just move ahead, fight, and be determined, and say, I can beat this. Hey, I'm addicted to heroin. I'll knock this shit out.
Yeah.
I'll go through detox. I can beat it. All right. You smoke. You like to peek through windows. Whatever the fuck you're trying to beat, you can do it. And this is a perfect example right here.
Appropriate, that last part.
What? Peeking through windows?
Hey, guys, let me ask you this. How is it on stage for y'all with yours?
We asked the questions.
That was powerful with the music and everything.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's ever been as affected by you as Rick.
I have a huge story.
First of all, Rick is the only one that's
I know, I'm like hanging
ever
on to
been
his
in
every
here
word.
that has been, impressed by your intellect.
But wait a second. Real quick, what'd you say about us on stage there, Cookie?
How is it with y'all? I mean, I know you got a slight thing, but I mean, I guess you can't even tell how's the other guy on stage.
Oh, how's the other guy on stage? He's dynamic.
well,
he's a
he's
force.
Well, that's nice. Will you find
What are you
out?
talking? Are you talking about the stuttering one or the lispy one?
Or
Shade.
Which one?
or the one whose parents won't talk to him.
Won't talk to me, it's true.
Really?
Is it?
What?
No.
The not talking to me part? Let the caller ask his question.
This caller's had 20 fucking minutes. You give
now
if he had two holes, so we're going to give him
I want
40
to answer your
minutes?
question. I want to answer your full question.
He's Googling questions to stay
You
on
can
the
find
line.
out. You can find out that
Jesus, it's usually 10 minutes a hole.
you find out who you
Richard.
are. Like, I'm a comedian no matter what. So when the stutter came up bad, and there's been a couple of sets where I couldn't get a word out the whole fucking time. I was like, "Fuck you, God, I don't need this now." And I looked at the audience. I said, "You know the sentence. You know the next word. So you be in charge of the last word when I stutter." And then the audience, another person raised their hand. Like, "I want to do it." They all wanted to say the
word.
what's the next word? Yeah, see, it's a game.
It's like
I'm a walking
improv.
game
fill
show.
in the blanks.
Yeah.
That's an improv exercise. Fill in the blanks.
Okay.
Isn't that
Well,
like
listen.
exactly
Thanks,
what you're
Dave.
not supposed to do with someone with a
That's what I
stutter?
do. That's exactly what I do. Yeah.
Thanks for
You're
your
very
spirit, man.
inspiring.
Thank you, Dave. Have a good Thanksgiving.
More than inspiring, you're holy.
But it's
Happy
the fear of
Thanksgiving.
walking into clubs that I have. You maybe
Don't
remember
act like
that.
we're being mean, and then you throw in that one.
What did he throw in?
Nothing.
He said, he goes, you're not just spirited, you're holy.
Oh, that's awful.
Well, no, he is holy.
That's what. That's
Like,
okay.
Like truly divine.
Can we ask?
Oh, I see.
okay.
Not like church holy.
Now, being from when you
That sucks.
did you grow up in Iran or in Boston? I mean, you're Iranian. Your
Little bit
background.
of, a little bit of Iran.
So you've been to Iran, or you grew up there?
I
or-
was there during the worst part of the Iran-Iraq war.
oh.
The
Oh,
worst
really?
part. Yeah.
There was one?
Yeah. Yeah. there was a big bad
Yes.
Iran-Iraq war over borders, over boundaries and
and we were
territory.
supporting Iran at the time.
America was supporting both sides.
What?
Well, during,
Yes.
the Contra here, that was all the whole Iraqi
that's a-
Iran
that's-
Contra hearings
Yeah.
with
That's a conspiracy theory.
huh?
No, it's not a conspiracy theory. It's confirmed with Reagan and Oliver North.
And,
yeah.
and the Contra, and it was the big fucking guns
Yeah,
for
sure,
drugs,
sure.
and the whole.
And Oliver shredded everything or something? He hid all the information?
Well, yeah. I mean, nothing came of it. You know, they're all bulletproof.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's
You know?
right.
Okay, so you grew up in Iran, or you were there for I don't know how many years until.
Yeah, for about a year and a half.
Okay.
85 to 87.
But
Worst part of the Iran-Iraq
but wait
war.
a second.
Wait, where'd you grow up?
You were born in the States?
Born in London, came to America, went back to Iran so my parents could give their marriage another shot, and then came back to America.
But why couldn't they give it a shot here?
It's a long and like sort of sordid story, but my dad, he came from a very poor background. And when the revolution happened, a lot of Iranian doctors were like coming to America and they would have to take all these tests and basically start their careers over. And my dad, who came from this like outrageous poverty, like true poverty.
What type of doctor?
A neuropsychiatrist.
Cab driver.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, I mean, he would have to come here.
Cab driver, like the famous neurologist from the country. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
sure, go
It
ahead.
is like
Is your
that.
father a neurologist, you said?
Yeah. Yeah. So, and
funny.
he had published 7 books. Like he was a pretty
didn't help
accomplished
me
in his
like
career.
In Iran?
Oh no, he can't help he couldn't help a cat onto a
Just because
tuna
he was
truck.
abusive
He's
and rotten and
useless.
homophobic.
Okay, wait a second. Whoa. So he.
I'm trying to be like you.
Well, so hold on, but so he published 7 books in Iran.
Yeah, and he
came
just
to the
didn't want.
States.
Yeah, and was like, I'm not going to go through
Can you
this.
just
I'm
give
not going
us
to
the
start
title
over.
of one book?
But he was a pioneer in electroshock therapy and using
Wow.
electroshock therapy for a range of disorders, but using it as a placebo, basically, like shocking people's heads, zapping them, and then when they come out, because they're just like in this post-traumatic state, he would be like, well, that thing where you were ripping out your hair, that's over now.
And they would just believe
And they
it.
would believe it, and they would stop pulling their hair out. I'm not kidding. That was like...
That's like the most important thing to know in life.
Right? That like you can just be like traumatized and then, ta-da, you're better.
Yeah, it's like if you leave here tonight and you almost get hit by a car, right in that moment,
Yes.
tell yourself something that you don't want to do anymore.
You're highly suggestible
Yes.
in that moment. Yeah.
So your parents.
Try to get hit by a car.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't. And then tell yourself,
right.
Yeah.
you're the
I'm not
best
going to chew
bowler
my
in the
nails
world.
anymore. That's over.
I'm a good comedian.
So your parents now, because it seems like the culture and which I don't know the Iranian, that they would stay married. It seems like that's the kind of culture.
No, my mom
No?
is super feminist, super liberal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She was the
And she
reason
was
we're in
born
America.
in Iran too?
Yes. She was,
Okay.
like 5 times great grandmother on my mother's side, started the first all girls school in Iran. My mother's dad died when she was 2. She was by law supposed to go to, his parents. And my great grandmother and grandmother on my mother's side kidnapped my mother and raised her.
Wow.
With the other, like, women in the pack.
Or wolves.
Wow.
Yeah. No. I mean, really,
Yeah.
it's a pride of lionesses.
And was she a doctor also?
She was a neurodiagnostic, so she would do all the tests and scans.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were a
Okay.
pair. They were a duo.
So now you
And they're
came
still
back.
together.
No.
No, they
didn't
tried
work
to-
Oh
out.
yeah. I mean, my dad decided to stay in Iran, and he was hoping that the revolution would sort of like, boil. What is it? Not boil over, but it would fade,
Yeah.
right? Like it would come,
Dissipate somehow?
Right. Exactly.
Now, I don't want to get into this whole Iran and the Jews and all that
No,
stuff.
no,
but
please don't.
No,
Just
but
let's
there's a lot of
bypass this.
Iranian Jews.
There are lots of
that-
Iranian Jews.
that were
We have lots of Iranian Jew family friends.
Yes,
Yeah.
that had their whole wealth stolen.
But
But
we just
anyhow,
hear the personal story.
But I am. I'm not going to get into politics.
Okay, thank you.
But so then you're in Boston. You're living with your mom in Boston.
Yeah.
And she's doing whatever, and you start.
So from what age?
From like 3 to 9, and then 9 to on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you went to college and school and all that stuff. Okay, what I'm trying to get at is, when did the first cock enter your mouth?
Stop.
18 in college. No,
Thank
it's fine.
you. Thank you.
No, I'm right there. I don't know why people...
Right.
No.
Like, the
Yeah,
idea that I would be, like, protective of this or somehow precious
You
about it.
just acting like a homophobe as a joke.
Right, and I'm here like I see your game of sexual chicken, and I will not lose, Rich Voss. Like
Sexual chicken? No, that's hilarious.
do you know what I mean? Like I will. We can.
No.
We can run with this.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't
He
matter
took
because...
sexual chicken the wrong way and then got it. He goes, sexual chicken? Oh, that's hilarious.
No, but here's... Because when I talked to him the other night, and we're talking...
I'm not a chicken. I'll suck it. What?
Exactly.
But no, when I was talking to him the other night, he said, and I just like you, he goes, I don't like doing gay shows, just like you don't like doing all female shows.
I only
He's
don't
not
like
going to do an all stuttering show.
Right.
You know,
But can I just clarify? I only don't like doing all women shows if they're billed as all women shows.
Right.
Like I don't care if there's like
Yes,
8
I
women
know.
on a show. That's not my issue.
That's what I mean.
Right. I just
And
don't like the idea that we're going to try to attract a certain weird audience that doesn't go to comedy shows.
Right. The multi-culti audience will fuck up comedy every single time.
Yes.
But he told me, because I was saying,
I know what it means, but why would a multicultural audience?
Because they're soft. Because they want that, like, up with people.
They want to cheer instead of laugh.
But that also makes comedians work harder than going for the easy thing. Comedians don't know how to, like, when you were talking to that guy about Spirit, about his triumph, like, keep going. Comedians don't do that. They're all on these podcasts going like, so, but Rick, every time I talk, it's like, but Rick, don't you think, but, hey, and you're, like, I see that in your work about giving pride to people, like, speak up. Just fucking speak up. You don't preach it. You're not saying it, but you're saying speak up.
Right.
Well, everybody's running.
That's right.
Everybody's running scared now, but not certain. The whole world is running scared. Like we did, whatever. I just did a documentary, Patrice's documentary, and we're talking about Patrice today for a fucking.
And don't you wish that he was here to say some of the things that we want him to say right now?
Yeah, but we all say
climate. He's just so smart and articulate about it.
Yeah, he will.
If
he is against Black Lives Matter, he'll figure out a way to make it seem like, well, they're wrong. If that's, I'm just using it as an example, you know, which they are. But what I'm saying is, so you know, look, you know, and I said to him, I said the other night to, I can't say
Miran, it's okay, I love you.
Miran, when I said, you know, but gay shows, don't you want to draw your own audience like a Margaret Cho or Kathy Griffin or Lisa Lemon? He said gay men do not support gay comics.
Hell no, they don't.
I don't. It makes no sense.
The gay male dollar goes to female comics like Kathy Griffin, like Margaret Cho, like Lisa Lampanelli. That's where homos spend their money.
Or Joan Rivers. But
or
why?
Joan Rivers, sure.
But why not? Why is that?
Is it a competition?
Maybe some part of it is competitive. Maybe it's that, like, in general, gay men are more inspired by sort of like feisty women than they are by fierce men. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's gay men. That's what they're hoping to emulate. Like B. Arthur. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
If she were just some dude, it wouldn't have been that interesting a gag. But like, you know, her telling Betty White to shut up on repeat is kind of amazing.
Yes, right.
But don't you think? Like, this is going to sound simplistic and not true, but think about it. If you grew a mustache, or somebody did, and he was gay, and he came out with his career, like, you know what, I've had it with this shit. You know, instead of like a polite gay comic, which I don't know if that's you, but I've seen him in L.A., that's what, in L.A., this gay comic with Louis C.K.'s voice, like, I'm gay, I'm a little crazy, you know, it's like, don't just tell him what you want to say.
Yeah. No, I go on stage and yell about how I love dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But what's a mustache got to do with it?
Because it's like it's masculine. Because gay men love mustaches.
Oh.
They do? I thought they love cocks.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I mean.
But if you drew a mustache on a dick.
Errol Flynn came out, if an Errol Flynn came out, or whatever your true nature, like if you're really your true rock and roll guy, like.
Was Errol Flynn gay?
Oh, I think he was bi.
That's what I mean.
They're all bi.
They're all
Charlie
bi.
Sheen, they're all bi.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I read an article about Charlie Sheen today.
And
wow.
eating the dicks and the herpes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yes,
Lou, do you
you're
got something
saying
to tell us?
what?
If they swagger.
If they swagger,
We're going to
gays.
take a break.
Okay, shit.
Go ahead, finish this.
Dicks.
Oh. No,
I'm fascinated by who's your audience then?
Honestly, like sexually
I think LA made
liberated
me crazy.
women, like truly, like sexually liberated women, party girls. I love them. Like
Amy
I love
Schumer's crowd.
like truly
Likes
tough,
you too.
truly tough broads. Yeah, Amy
What
Schumer's
about
crowd would
lesbians?
love
What about lesbians?
I
Do they
loved you when I
support
saw
gay
you on the
comics?
show.
me. I love you, and I've loved you forever.
Do lesbians support gay comics?
I'm immortal.
No, what do lesbians support?
I know
God.
they.
No.
Bonnie used to do a
It's
joke.
like fucking smile back.
I know Bonnie used to do a joke. This is visual, but this a lesbian cracking up, and she moves her shoulders up once. that was her joke.
That's a lesbian knee slapper.
But sometimes I've had lesbians in the audience that were the
No,
greatest.
sometimes they're amazing.
They are so if they're with it, like the
They're
one
with it.
No, I mean you'll find the one that turned the other one out, the one that was married, and the one that was just so fucking butch from the door from Jump Street.
The Alpha Dyke? Is that what you're
No,
talking
the one that fucking drives a
One's a little
motorcycle.
farther down on the scale than the other.
You'll find the one that drives a motorcycle and one who sits in the sidecar.
So I've hosted a lot of burlesque, and like people who go out to see women be empowered and naked love my ass.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
Do a
How can we
slipper
not?
room out here. You should do.
I've done the slipper room. I love the slipper room.
But you would kill in Vegas.
I'd love Vegas.
You would kill.
I would
I'm
love to
telling
go to
you,
Vegas and have fun with a bunch of people who are there to
on a
be
burlesque
debauched.
show. You'd be fucking. I'm not saying in drag. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
to MC
as
the
a
thing.
host. As a host,
I'd
you know,
love that.
You get tired of it after a fucking month of 5 or 7 nights a week.
I rarely tire of boobs. I took a ton of mushrooms back in college, and after 6 hours of drawing, I looked out on the page and all I had written was, "I have always loved boobs."
Wow.
It's like a weird thing in my soul.
and so,
Why would you write? Why would you write that? Why would you write that?
how
Because I
many
have.
roast beefs do you
no,
have
you
with those
don't.
mushrooms?
No, you don't.
Oh my
What
God.
is it? Say?
How many roast beefs did he
He's
have?
always writing me about how lean I am and how
You look fantastic.
No, you do it. He's not like you're a big dude. You're not. I don't look at you and go, like
gigantic. I'm
I don't know. I don't
gigantic.
look at you as a fat dude. I look at you as a
God.
big.
He's the worst.
As a bear. Do you know what I mean?
A bear.
A bear. You're
Yeah,
a bear,
sure.
but a hairless bear.
You're like, what would you say Rick is?
Huh?
If I'm a bear.
What would I say Rick is? I don't
West
know.
Herring Wolverine.
Yeah, I think
what?
Wolverine. I think Wolverine isn't. Yeah.
I think a funny scoliosis victim.
Jesus.
That's what I got to It's jet lag.
I know we're supposed to go to break, but we take this one call, push our break back. Okay.
Oh, we're going to take Jenny.
Jenny, the therapist, is on the line.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask Jenny. First of all,
I slouch.
Jenny, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Joni, I got the right name, right? I didn't fuck that up, did I?
No, you're right.
Okay. Now,
I told him. Why would he think that was wrong?
because I'm so old, I keep forgetting everything. Now, here's what we have going here. We have a comic who's a great comic who stopped stuttering, started again because his wife has breast cancer and whatever.
His mother died.
And his mom.
And I went against my soul by getting married, even though I love her, and by living in L.A. I went against my soul, so I stutter.
And then we have another comic who's Iranian, probably funny, kind-hearted. He's gay.
But he's refreshing
And his
gay.
parents have...
He's added a walk-in.
refreshing hetero.
He's added a walk-in
Do you
closet
really know,
gay.
does your mom, she doesn't talk to you, is that true?
No, I mean, she talks to probably
She's
too
not
much.
happy with you.
No, she's even happy with me, but I mean, the damage is done.
But which is it, the comedian or the gay?
Oh, the gay.
Oh,
The gay was the bigger problem initially.
Because of your background at being Iranian?
Well, yeah, and I mean, I come from a super academic family, and I think that there were expectations about what I would become.
So you just disappointed them on every level?
No, I mean, on every imaginable, I was supposed to be athletic. I was supposed to be a happy, athletic, straight lawyer, and I'm a miserable, gay, fat comedian.
No, you're not fat.
No, I mean, God bless me. I'm fine with it. I'm not going to put lipstick on a pig, you know?
So if you were a gay
Well, why
doctor...
not?
Why not?
If you were a gay doctor...
Kind of the
If you
pig.
were a gay doctor, would she be happier?
Probably, but
Okay.
you know, at
That's
some
the weirdest
point,
question.
yeah.
But the trouble is,
If you were
that's a
someone
normal
else
question in
entirely, would your
society.
family
I'm
love
sorry,
you?
Jenny, because I just have to say this before we get into it. Is that the thing is that can't you say to your mother, like, I could marry a woman, but then I would be in the same situation you were with Dad, which is she didn't stay with your father when she wanted a better life for herself.
Yeah, but she didn't leave him for another broad.
No, but she left him for
another
better,
country.
for a happiness.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's,
she was on a list to be executed.
oh, well, that,
Really?
okay,
Yes,
so my
heroic.
argument's not really working out here. Jenny,
No,
go
but I
ahead.
love you. Yeah.
All right, so Jenny,
Yeah.
do you have any quick advice for Rick who's stuttering? And like this show, we're moving a little slower than we should be because of his stutter, and we're trying to pick it up the pace. So I'm only kidding.
There's a lot of complaints coming in,
I have
but
a
we're not
question.
answering those calls.
I have a
but,
question. Do.
No, here's the deal, Jenny. Here's the deal. He's in L.A. and he's really looking. And I'm not saying he can afford.
Let's let Jenny talk for 5 minutes.
All right, but he's looking for a therapist in L.A.
Okay.
So listen to her. She knows what she's talking about.
Here's the deal. I've been working and I haven't listened to the show, and so I just called in.
Oh my God,
to see
it's
what's
got
going
an
on,
earful.
and I have no idea what you're talking about. I am completely. They put me on hold, and I hear you talking about my people, all the ladies from the island of Lesbos,
That's right. Yeah.
and I'm like, what?
And how
There's an island?
how you guys hate comedy.
Talk to me about my lesbian life. What is going on?
No. We were talking about lesbians. No, our gay
lot of
comic
subjects.
friends saying lesbians don't have a sense of humor.
That is not what I said.
What did you say?
Yeah.
What about the Lesbos that do have a sense of humor, though? Like there are great comedians that are lesbians.
Absolutely.
Yes. No. On that side
Margaret
of the, and that side of the
lesbians want to hear comedians do more, push it more. I like, generally speaking, but that's actually true because they've been on the outside, so they don't understand why people would hold back, why comics would hold back, because they've had to fight being, as far as being a woman, as far as being a gay woman in society. So I see them in the audience, and they always want you to.
they're always trying to build a habitat for
hit
humanity.
Hit hard.
Okay, so back.
No, those are the ones in spring dresses.
So Jenny, what we're dealing with here since you came late? Wait, since you.
Somebody's seriously struggling with stuttering because
Yes.
there's a thing. There's actually a thing.
Okay.
And is it true that you've had loss lately?
Yes.
Yeah, my mother died. I didn't know I was close to her. We didn't speak for a long time. We just started a year before she died. I know how to fit in fast.
Yeah. Because this has happened to some people that I know, a couple of friends actually over the years. And when they lost a parent, they started stuttering. And it's part of an anxiety reaction. And it's usually about stuff that's going on that you don't really you're not consciously aware of. You know, stuff that's deeper than that. But it does pass.
No, yeah.
It does pass, but it's a good idea to talk to somebody.
And his wife had breast cancer too.
Yeah.
Well, that's really, really hard. I mean, it makes sense.
And I
In
really,
any case, with both my friends, you know, it happened. One of them was about a year. The other person was.
Oh wow.
Better.
yeah. But if I wasn't close to my mom,
Yeah, but
I don't buy that. It doesn't make any difference, right?
You know, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I say I wasn't
At
close.
one point, you were.
Yeah, I was on a plane the other day, and I saw someone with the same look as my mom, same sweaters, and I went like, I reached out to her. It was weird, so I guess I did have an attachment, and I realize that now as we talk about her. Yeah.
Well, sometimes I think, and I'm not a therapist, Jenny, but when you lose a parent that you're not close to, are you also losing like the opportunity to sort of win back that love or whatever it is that you're missing?
Yeah, it can be really painful because, especially if you're estranged.
Yeah.
And that's funny because I've been waking up with the worst
There's no
anxiety,
resolution.
and I feel like it's because I didn't know. I didn't know. I thought they'd always be there. Like I could always eventually will mend the relationship,
Yes.
and I'll be able to go to them. Like I see my wife talk to her parents for advice and get close, and I never had that. And I wanted that to happen.
Yeah, but
Right.
So now I wake up without them. They're both dead, and I go like, oh God, I wake up like nuts.
here's my opinion, and I could be wrong.
It's anxiety.
He probably is.
No, it can't.
No. Everybody doesn't have to be close with everybody, but the problem is, like, I wasn't real close with my brother, and I'm not real close with my parents. So after they pass away, it's not the fact that
His brother's already dead before people get the wrong idea.
No, she's not dead.
He thinks that he's hoping for his brother to die.
No, my brother passed
like
away.
Your parents, you can say like once my parents passed away, but you don't usually say that about your brother.
He passed away.
I know he's already dead.
But what I'm saying is, so you're not dealing with the fact that, hold on, you're not dealing with the fact that you weren't close with him. You're dealing with the guilt that you weren't close with him. Right? Could that be the case that you think you're guilty because you weren't close, even though you don't have to be in life close with everybody?
It's a loss.
Well,
it's a kind of loss.
Rich, some people feel that way. You're right.
Yeah.
And other people feel angry because they think it's the other person's job to have reached out to them.
But it's also possible to sort of be gestalt and okay with the relationship never mending before they die.
It's like there's a sort of an old line that says, it's never too late to have a happy childhood.
Yeah.
Tom
Robbins.
I bought
it's at the end
trucks the other
of
day
Even
at a 99-cent
Cowboys
store.
It's never too late to be what?
It's never too late to have a happy childhood.
Oh.
I said to my mother...
Yeah, but how do you fix your career, man? I see these guys, I always want what they have. I want a better marriage. I want to be and I did a couple of films, like really good shit, serious roles. I'm going off, I don't care. Rich always inspires me. You know, he's strong, he's cool, like... People see me as that, but I wasn't secure enough. I didn't know how to tell the girls I loved. I fucking loved them, and I let them walk out of my life. I never said...
Like I did that day, out of the green room.
Yes.
Right?
It was true. I don't care. You used to walk by and be like... You said one time on stage, people said, this looks like a Rick Shapiro joke. You had that little cool smile, like... And I was like, oh, man. But I'm cool with it now.
Oh, don't worry. Listen, you saved a lot of headaches in life.
You dodged a bullet. Hang on one second. Go ahead, Rick from Los Angeles.
Nick from Los Angeles.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I can't see.
Oh, my God.
Listen, you have a therapist on the phone, so do not screw this
Wait,
up.
the therapist?
Yeah. Bonnie, you had just said something that really struck a chord with me. You said that when a parent dies, you're also losing the opportunity to fix the relationship.
Yes.
And that's what happened to me when my mom died. I cried. I've never cried before. And I cried not because I lost my mom, but because I knew that we weren't ever really that close. And I always in my head was thinking like, oh, I should call my mom. I should take her out to eat. I should do this. I should do that. I should thank her for being a good mom. But I'll do it later. And then when she was gone, I knew that chance was gone.
Yeah, but a lot of people go to the gravesite and do it.
Yeah, right. It's the same thing, too. A cup of
with
coffee.
like a hand puppet, and they're like, I love you, too. I also accept you.
Yeah, a cup of coffee will rise out of the grave.
Why your wife hates you.
Yes. Thank you.
You know what?
Bye, Nick.
I'm sorry for your loss, Nick. I don't know. It's just every mistake my parents made, and I can't listen.
And there had to have been a lot.
No. Here's the thing. You got to forgive them because they didn't have the tools we have now.
Right.
Growing up.
I'm sorry.
And
My father put me against the wall when I was like 3. I almost died. He choked me year after year until I couldn't breathe. And I understand his father did stuff like that to him, so that's all he knew.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, you got to be a point where you look at a 4-year-old and you go, he's really small. And I'm
that's exactly
6'6".
Right. And unless the 4-year-old starts it, I really don't think.
Buddy.
Listen, we got to take a break. I'm so sorry, Jenny. I love you, and I'm so glad you called in. And I'm sorry that we just completely, overwhelmed you with this information.
Do people really make toenail piles, or was that just a joke? Or do
I'm serious. It's so funny. It's true. Isn't that weird?
Yes.
Well, I didn't hear that.
I never heard anything about toenail piles.
It's from a different thing.
Yeah.
Okay. They have a private relationship.
I worked in a hospital. I saw that stuff all the time.
Oh,
yeah.
Toenail piles. That's
all
your
right.
stripper
Enjoy Thanksgiving.
You too.
Okay. Yes. On that note, have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks a lot.
I might see you in a couple weeks.
Great.
All right. Bye. We're taking a break.
We're taking a break.
Wait,
we'll
hold
be right
on.
back.
Any plugs? Any plugs real quick? You got anything you're working at? You want to plug your website,
not
Twitter?
outside your scalp, no.
No website, Twitter? That was
December 5th, 12th in Chicago. Filming part of a DVD. And I feel it's important to advertise that in New York, so they go to Chicago.
No, this is a national show. This is,
it is?
This is throughout the country.
Chicago, man.
We're drive time in L.A., pal.
I don't know what that means. No north.
Okay. We'll explain that later. This weekend I'll
This
be
is like me bragging to my parents, where they never know what you're talking about. You're like, it's HBO. What's that? No, it's really good. It's big. Oh, okay.
This Friday and Saturday I'll be in Rhode Island at the Comedy Connection. And next weekend, or December 4th and 5th, Treehouse Comedy with Jim Florentine. And I'll be in Red Bank next week on Wednesday. I don't know the name of the place, Red Bank, New Jersey. We will be right back.
This is My Wife Hates Me.
Welcome back. Give us a call, 866-969-1969. Also, this weekend, I'll be at the Comedy Connection in Rhode Island. Next weekend, Treehouse Comedy, me and Florentine, look it up. And next Wednesday in Red Bank. Florentine and I. Rick Shapiro will be in Chicago taping audio or video? Video. What place?
No North.
No North is called?
Yeah.
What's the date? Do you know offhand?
I forgot. It's on rickshapiro.tv.
It's on what?
rickshapiro.tv.
Rick, will you do me a favor and just...
rickshapiro.tv.
Thank you.
I think you're going to say...
December
Leave the
5th
room.
and 12th.
We'd like to discuss you for a minute.
Stop farting.
I didn't want him to see my... Who's farting?
So what did you say you wanted to find out about?
You never
who?
farted. Rick never farted.
I wanted to know, like, what your life was before you started doing stand-up.
So right before I started doing stand-up, I was working at Harvard for 4 years.
You were in Iran. Did you play soccer in your underwear?
Oh God, no. No. I've never been that kid. I wish. My sex life would have blossomed much earlier if I had ever been drawn to sport. But so I was writing at Harvard. I was at one point I was a project manager for the Office of President Provost. So I was writing for Larry Summers. No. Larry Summers, the former Secretary of the Treasury. He's the Antichrist.
Holy shit.
You guys are the worst. It means something in Cambridge.
Wow.
It doesn't mean anything in the world, I'm sure.
No, it's amazing. You were like a successful person.
For the National Treasury, the United States Treasury?
He was the Secretary of the Treasury, and then he was the president of Harvard, and then he was chased out of town with pitchforks and torches, and I was one of 4 people who walked him out when he resigned.
Wow.
Have you ever eaten at Kelly's, those lobster rolls?
God. Yeah, first of all, Kelly's roast beef. Ladies and gentlemen, lobster rolls are delicious.
They're the fucking best.
They're in fact delicious.
But I can't believe after that story, that's your follow-up.
No. I respect
the Oyster House is fucking great.
I mean, we all sort of, we work with what we can. Isn't that right, Rich? No, I like it. The lobster rolls are delicious.
They're fucking great. Go ahead. So tell us more.
So, but you've always had this yearning to do stand-up or be creative.
I've always been a performer. And then, so then I went back to the School of Public Health because my boss at the time, her father had brain cancer. Oh. So I went back with her because we were a team and I wasn't going to let her go it alone. And then once I was back at the School of Public Health, George W. Bush cut public health funding at the federal level. And my department saw a bunch of budget cuts and I got laid off. Boom, got laid off. And then,
but it's a turning point.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna collect unemployment and do whatever I want. And so that became stand-up. And
where? This is
in Boston. Yeah.
So unemployment as a gay guy and feeling like a black person.
Did you play soccer in Ethiopia in your underwear on one shoe?
Both of you.
So these are third world countries.
The world of your imagination.
But would you say the last comic standing thing was the boost?
What
got him here?
I got signed by Olivia Wingate, who was a pretty big manager for Avalon.
Yeah, she works with Marin.
She does work with Marin. She does TV production for him.
Oh.
And so she moved me here to New York, and then she got out of the management business and went into TV production. So I moved my family here and then found myself without management. But it actually worked out great. She got me onto Last Comic.
You don't have children?
No, well, we have a dog. I mean, and we do hold him like a baby, and we make out with him a lot.
That's fine.
He's a really cute
dog.
They're
exactly the same.
Like, they're exactly the same.
Do dogs grow up gay when they have gay owners?
No. No, our dog is
They don't become
he's
poodles?
woefully heterosexual. Our dog. He gets a
That's an
boner
interesting
anytime a girl
study
comes
that
in
they
the
did
room.
at Harvard.
You have a partner that you've been with for how long?
4 years.
4 years, really?
Yeah.
And not an entertainer. And now this is what I heard, and I don't know if it's true, but they say the most, and this I could be wrong, and
something incredibly.
No, domestic violence among lesbians is more than married couples, regular married couples.
Okay.
Do you know if that's true? Have you heard this? Or
no, but Dan Savage, who's a pretty good sex columnist and sex podcaster, he talks about the fact that it gets better, it gets worse.
Oh.
But he says that homos in general, like it's a weird hand to be dealt in life. And
why?
Because the world isn't particularly accepting of
it's
it.
a very weird thing.
The world doesn't accept anything. If you think about it,
it accepts straight white people, straight white men.
No.
The world loves straight white men.
The world hates blacks. The world hates Jews. The world hates gays.
Yes.
The world hates everything.
This is actually true.
Yes. They hate everything.
Yeah, and men and the culture of masculinity and machismo, when aimed at another man who may or may not, or who blatantly doesn't, present as hyper-masculine or worried about all the alpha dog bullshit, that is in and of itself its own burden. Never mind the fact that now your sort of dating pool is limited to about 10% of the normal dating pool. Like, your chances at love are diminished.
But the difference...
That's because you guys are always fucking each other.
There's a lot of fucking. There's a lot of fucking.
The difference is, you could just...
we make up for it with
you
fucking.
could just walk into a rest area, see another gay guy, and go like this. And boom.
Yeah.
You just nod your head.
Or not gay guy.
Right, or not.
So,
right.
So your
All
pool
kinds
is
of air
down to
quotes
10...
just got thrown.
Yes.
I guess your dating pool is down to 10%, right? So,
Sure.
but it makes it easier because it's only 10%. It's not 90% looking for 10%. It's 10%
He's saying it's a smaller pond to fish from.
Yeah, but it's a smaller pond looking too, though. It's a smaller pond looking.
Okay. I think I get what he's saying. He's saying, like, we have a huge ocean.
Yeah, the microcosm, it's
so
still...
yours is like...
No, it's still... That's not what it's like. Like, if you're in high school and you're a straight kid, you are looking at a pool of, let's say, 200 kids of the opposite gender with whom you might be able to couple. If you're a homo, it's not like the only two homos are short a couple.
So that's
but I'm talking about in the real world, not in high school. Once you get into the real world...
It's jarring as a kid. It's every day you must have been jarred. Like, well, I'm a homosexual, but they don't like that. You're jarred with your own private reality.
And also, I was like getting the shit kicked out of me at home, and like all this other like bad stuff was happening.
Mom? When did you come out to your parents?
By brothers. I mean, by family.
How many brothers do you have?
I have 2 older brothers.
And they beat you up because you were...
I have one brother who was more violent than the other. Significantly.
Because of your sexual preference?
I don't know what his excuse was, but that's the thing that goes back to what Rick was talking. Well, one, it was that I was annoying. It was mostly because I didn't know when to shut the phone.
Don't blame your homo.
Hate me. Was it show tunes? Was show tunes
It was
involved?
show tunes. It was I just, once I saw The Sound of Music, I just,
was it
like, as far as I was concerned, I was in Lederhosen singing that in the Alps.
If you ever, like... You didn't steal the Barbra Streisand albums because then you would have known.
Oh, if only he had Barbra Streisand albums. I mean, how many Barbra Streisand fans are running around kicking the shit out of each other, really?
You know what?
Enough is enough. I can't go on. I was a prostitute. I went to the Ice Palace in New York for many years.
I love him more than air.
I wish I was. When you said Harvard Word, I was like, oh man, I thought being a prostitute would help me.
Have you ever
I thought that was a big deal to tell people. You were a writer at Harvard, what?
Have you ever been a hooker?
Yeah, I was a hustler.
I love you.
Well, because of drugs.
I love sex workers more than air.
He was for drugs.
That's fine.
For food, too.
Whatever he wants to spend it on, that's his goddamn money.
And also enjoyment.
Yeah, absolutely.
One night I was on
I never
crack.
screwed a guy schooling.
One night I was on crack and I go, I should be a male prostitute. And I just walked out to a corner. I go, I guess this isn't the corner. And I quit after 5 minutes.
You gave it a shot, though. Good for you, Rich.
5 minutes. I go, hey, I guess this isn't the place they go to.
Yeah.
And I quit.
That's funny.
But,
what'd you do?
If the right car had pulled up, it would have been...
I'm learning all kinds of things I don't need to know right now.
No, drugs make you think weird. Drugs make you think weird things in your head when you're fucked up on crack and you're going, how am I going to get more crack?
You know what it is? It's that men will suck another man's cock and pay him to do it. That's why there's still a lot of drug addicts out on the streets, because it's like they just have to stand there, get their dick sucked, and they can get money for it.
What street?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why they arrest guys for doing
like
that.
No woman would pay a man to suck his dick. Like I'd never go.
I wouldn't say no woman.
Well,
but a man would
I don't
pay
think
a woman.
would a woman need
Gigolos.
to pay?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's how many girls come up and go like, I've been thinking about selling the rent's hard or whatever. I mean, a guy offered me, guys offer them $200.
Oh, no, that I get. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, I don't think a woman would pay a man to let her suck his cock.
Would a woman pay another woman to eat?
I'm sure it does, but like maybe a Rosie O'Donnell.
Would a woman pay another woman to eat her pussy?
Well, an old woman.
Would a woman pay another woman to eat her pussy?
Like, is there women cruising rest areas?
The world of sex is
women will pay a guy.
Unbelievably diverse, right? People want all kinds of freaky shit. And they can get it for the right price. That's what makes America great.
Didn't you read any of those stories about
I was paid
what's the
by
guy's
a midget.
name? The AIDS guy?
I've had sex with a midget.
HIV.
A woman midget or a man midget?
A midget paid me to fuck his 18-year-old hookers, these hot Brazilian chicks, all these hot girls, and I was paid to screw them. And when the mask came off, because we had a connection, me and this girl, the white light came down, we went like... And I didn't know it was a midget. I didn't know. They didn't tell me who. Just go in the apartment, and the girl would come out. And next thing I know, I pull the mask off, and this midget comes from behind a full-length mirror and jumps out. I told you, don't pull the blindfold. I said, no, I'm putting it back on. I didn't see her. Because we felt this, and he's chasing me around. I jump on the bed. I jump off the bed, on the bed. I'm putting my pants on, running out of his apartment. And I realized I was just afraid of a midget.
You're running from a little person.
I just kick him in the jaw and say, I'm staying.
Can she hear any of this?
No.
What?
Raina, can you hear this? No. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Craig from D.C.
Hi, I'd like to file a complaint real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bonnie, Rick blocked me on Twitter.
I did?
Rick?
Rick
Shapiro?
or Rich?
No, me.
Rick Voss.
Why? What did you say?
Rick.
That's why he blocked you, because his name is Rich Voss.
First of all, what did you say? What did you say that pissed me off?
Say it, Rich.
What did you say?
All right. I said that you know that you have a Rich Voss dick when you sit down to shit and you piss through that tiny little crack between the...
Okay, that's enough.
I know, but like if you're going to say something negative, I know. I remember his tweet. It was like yesterday, 2 days before. If you're going to say something negative, I'm going to block you.
Was that negative, though? What was he saying about your dong?
That I'm sitting down like to piss like a broad or something.
What's wrong with sitting down to piss like a broad? I mean, honestly, if you wanted to sit down to piss like a broad, Rich, I would dab you.
Yeah, and also, how does that guy know that?
That's why I don't want to.
How does that guy know that's how you pee?
I put the seat down before, if you were after me.
That's nice of him.
I would put the seat down.
Okay.
But do you know what? But like, I think that's kind of what I was pointing at earlier. Is that like the world of prostitution opens up like. Whatever your fetish is, you can get that satisfied. What's so wrong? Like, what is in this person's head?
No.
What is wrong with sitting down?
No. Yeah, showing that he's a moron trying to.
What's the big deal?
I don't care about any of it.
They're just trying to slam in any weird,
anything that's different.
Right.
And you know what? Here's the problem with Twitter.
Rich is different.
2 out of 10 or 3 out of 10.
I like that he really believes you sit down to pee, though. He's defining his argument based on.
Did you see that thing? Did you see that thing on the internet they invented for ladies to pee to stand
La
up?
Femme?
I don't know.
Oh God,
it's a funnel. Did you see it?
I've seen it.
Is it being sold? It's brilliant.
I have a friend who I've hosted a lot of burlesque. I've seen all these tricks.
Oh,
is that new or old?
It's been around for a while.
Oh, what an invention! Fucking great.
How come women's piss is 350 degrees and it tastes like horse manure?
Women's piss stuff?
How do you know what horse manure tastes like?
Seriously.
It
Just
tastes
by
like how
smelling
horse
it?
manure smells, yeah.
Oh.
Lady piss is normal.
Because I thought when I loved this girl, I was convinced her piss would be like cotton candy or gold. Like, she was so, and I said, my dream is to drink someone's piss. And I told her, just lock your legs, no matter what I say, don't leave. So she's waiting. It comes out, it's 500 degrees hot.
It's hot.
I'm trying to get her off me, and she's like, no, I'm like,
no, you take it now.
Yeah.
But maybe she was taking vitamins or something.
About that one story.
B complex will really
how about this
do
guy
a
from
number on your urine.
How about this guy from Iowa?
Go ahead, Iowa. John.
Oh my God, they're flushing.
Pick up the phone.
Did you just go to the bathroom?
What?
Did you just go to the bathroom?
No, I did not.
It sounded like you just flushed.
Oh, no, I'm walking outside in like a swamp area.
Oh, okay, sure.
A swamp area.
I know. Why? Where are you burying a body? What's going on?
Iowa.
Oh, I've already buried the body.
They're always flooding in Iowa.
But why is he like out listening to radio, calling, and walking in a marshlands?
Because what else is there to do in Iowa?
Well, it's snowed.
He's smart.
And
He's
wet,
cultivating
and it's kind of
himself.
hard to avoid.
Okay.
Snow and wet and hard to avoid.
Go ahead then.
I like ditches.
No, so I have a question from Ron because I grew up kind of in a smaller town, but we had some gay kids that were in our school, and I kind of ended up being in that circle of friends.
Of the gay kids, but you yourself weren't gay.
I am straight, yes.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things about hanging out with some of the gay guys was that they would just go to extreme lengths to fuck with my straight friends. And it was hilarious. And I learned early on that is just entertaining as hell.
Now, in your small town...
How big could that group of gay friends be?
Yeah, seriously. It was just an abnormally high incidence.
I'm going to say 5 or 6 for maybe a class size of 200 people.
That's bananas. What year was this? Because in the 90s, I was absolutely the only gay in the village.
No, I graduated in 2004, so
okay.
2003, 2004.
All right, so fairly recent.
Oh, it really exploded in the 2000s.
It did, though, Bonnie.
People really
on the backs of faggots like me.
Yes.
Hence
they were standing on the shoulders of homos.
Of gay giants.
Hence your Candy Crush game. Candy Crush game.
Mm-hmm.
That's where that came about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's one of the things that started it.
But let me ask you this.
Do you love Candy Crush?
Let me
That's
ask
a
you
caller's question.
All your friends in a small town, your parents lived in that same small town. Was your job in that small town, and did it provide little opportunity? And were you educated in that small town, taught the fear of Jesus in that small town?
Jesus Christ.
You used to daydream in that small town.
I got AIDS in the small town.
Okay.
I got AIDS in the small town.
Were you married?
What song is it?
John Cougar, Mellencamp.
Yeah, John Cougar.
Ugh, gross. But also, wasn't he going by just
John Cougar?
John Cougar.
No, he's Mellencamp.
Back then.
Oh, John Mellencamp?
Yeah, whatever.
So, caller?
Yes.
So what was the question? The question was, did we... Yeah? You were just celebrating?
That, like, a lot of gay men do? Like, is it just kind of fun? Because it just kind of always seemed like these straight men are afraid of gay guys, like they want to have sex with them and all this ridiculous stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed, early on that wasn't true. Is that something that just, like, a lot of gay men do just to kind of, if anything, just to enjoy,
well, I mean...
Sounds like you're worried about something. I'm not doing an innuendo. I'm just saying it sounds like something else is going on.
I think I'm hearing what you're talking about. Is that it's like... There's a couple things. One, I am in no position to act as ambassador for the gay people.
I agree.
I am in no position. I don't take care of myself. I'm a terrible decorator. I eat garbage. So I am.
Somebody else pays your rent.
But you're fierce.
I am a D- homosexual. But with that having been said, if you're like the underdog and if you're being downtrodden, what feels better than to flip the script? Than to are you playing Funky Town?
I'm going to do that.
Who's fucking playing Funky Town? This is what I mean. If you're getting fucking picked on all the time and people start playing disco anthems when you're trying to make a goddamn point, then I
think it helps. I think the music helps the point.
Sell the point.
Yeah.
It sells the point. Yeah. I guess what I'm saying
Makes
is...
it buoyant.
Oh my God. It's just... This is what I mean.
If you need to turn down the headphones to talk.
No, I hope your friends I hope they really victimize heterosexual men now. After what was just done to me with that goddamn track, I hope your friends go on a fucking gay crime spree where they steal jock straps and they ruin Thanksgiving for everyone. That's what I hope.
By showing up?
Yeah, by showing up.
Thanks, John.
Go to this guy just because of his name.
What?
Ezekiel.
Oh.
He must be Amish or something.
Go ahead, Ezekiel.
Hi, everybody. I wrote a new Rich Voss joke. Like to try it out on the crowd.
Uh-oh. Is it? All right.
Okay, thank you. You know, if these people in California were really serious about solving this whole drought crisis they have out there, they'd hire Rich Voss to come give a speech in the desert.
Oh, boy. Is that all you got? Is that it? After 10, 12 years of listening to me on radio, the same hacky fucking thing that everybody does. You know what I want you to do?
I know, I didn't understand it either.
I slur, so I spit. What I want you to do...
After we just did a whole show about speech impediments.
No, but he hangs up. I really want you to punch yourself in the face, write another one.
I hung up on him.
I know, but they're so hacky. I fucking a little bit be original.
Be a little bit original.
And we'll fucking laugh if it's funny.
Energy, pick words that bring energy out of you.
You fucking hacks. You're fucking hacks. Oh, you fucking hacky motherfuckers.
Oh, boy.
I hope you
sit home on your rock and you write meager words and bland
I hope your
images.
turkey's burnt and your fucking apple pie just doesn't even rise. Oh, you fucking... I hate you, you pilgrim Indian motherfuckers.
Johnny from Los Angeles.
Oh, hey, guys.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I love Rick Shapiro. I've done shows with him in L.A. He is one great artist. He is...
Oh, thanks, man.
A true artist.
Well, no, he's brave. He's just... I sorry to hear about your wife. I did a show at like a clothing store, and we told stories. It was fun as hell, man.
With you?
I just really... Yeah, I was there. I was lucky enough to do it, but
okay.
I just
wait. Hold on. You were lucky enough to do comedy at a clothing store?
Wow.
How unlucky?
it was
comics in LA. Life. Huh?
It was a story show where you told stories.
Oh, and
I got paid with a hat, a $200 fedora.
No, I really
that's how it is.
Because he's everything that is. He's just
Did Lynn Shockroft do that show with you? Also.
No.
Oh, because I remember her saying she did a show with you.
No, but he's just he's opposite of everything that's in Los Angeles comedy.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I'm going
I love
nuts.
the way he met. One show he did, he just made fun of Nick Thune for 20 minutes.
Oh, nice.
I remember that.
Like,
Johnny, what's your last name? Do we know you?
He's working clothing stores.
Well, I know.
It's LA. You don't know the LA
I'm
culture.
just fucking around. I know. They did it.
I got a film in Germany from doing a lounge, Hollywood Hotel. No, it's weird.
I know.
It's weird.
They do the show at comic strip.
Listen, if you're going to tell a joke that's a stupid joke, then you got to take the consequences of it. Stop defending yourself.
Come here.
I think Rich is very kind to callers. I don't know what anybody's talking about.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, Rich is kind to callers.
Just don't take anything he says seriously. I know he has got a great heart.
Amazing.
And I love you, Rick. I love you. I wish there was more artists like you, and I hope your life gets better too, man.
Yeah,
thanks,
we all do.
That's beautiful. Send me a Facebook thing.
Rick, stay healthy, man. No, nothing.
Yeah.
Just stay healthy.
And I learned that the hard way. Thanks, my buddy.
Hey, Rick, get a juicer.
Get what?
Get a juicer.
Oh.
The magic bullet. I am the magic bullet.
Then he's going to become everything that you hate about Los Angeles. He gets a juicer. It's a slippery slope all the way.
Why are you bringing Asians into this?
Hey, Rick, and I love your show, Bonnie and Rich, but I'm glad you're an artist, man. You're fantastic. That's
awesome. Thanks,
get in touch with me on Facebook. Johnny, check out Facebook. Shoot me a thing. We'll grab a coffee.
Aw,
that's lovely.
This guy
is, and he's lovely to be next to. I have to say, the energy is right.
I don't like him.
Shit. I'm in a little bit of pain tonight, to be honest with you.
David from Tennessee. One sec. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off in your pain.
Every time I see Rich opens the door, I'm in a lifetime search for Big Brother and a father. Rich is the only guy, he talked to a comic, I go like, man, I'm insecure now. He goes, oh, I hate myself. As he's going on stage, he goes, oh, I hate myself. He gives that laugh. But he says it refreshing, like, yeah, I hate myself. I'm having a blast. Nobody does that. How old's your daughter?
This ain't my daughter.
Oh, God.
She's 8.
Oh, good to know. Good to know.
Oh, goodness.
She walked in the subway the other day and said, hey, I'm supposed to meet Jared here.
Oh,
she said that?
No, she said she wanted to.
Yeah.
She said she was going to walk into Subway and say, is Jared here? I'm supposed to meet him.
That's great.
Wow. I wouldn't let her do it.
The force is strong in this
You
one.
wanted me to do it.
Well, we discussed it that I ended up thinking maybe it wasn't timely enough.
No,
I was like, it's a little old.
You said that we should do
No,
it.
it's a little old.
We don't want you to
That's better than this radio show I did up here where the guy goes, Rick, Jared, what do you think? No, but what do you think? No, but what do you think? And I'm like, I don't even want to hear about this. To hear her say a joke is more intellectual, more pushing society forward instead of, what do you think? What do you think? It's unbelievable, man.
Did you have a Tennessee call here?
Yeah, he's on the air.
Wait, I don't.
David.
Hey, Tennessee, I don't know if you're allowed to talk about this before it airs.
No, I can. I can say that you fucking murdered, and you did. Well, all of you did, but particularly you.
This is at a Bennington event that'll air later.
Yeah, but I don't know. Don't.
All right. I don't know. Some secrecy around it.
When does it air?
Tomorrow.
Do you know when it airs?
Tomorrow. It airs tomorrow, and not tomorrow. I'm sorry. Thanksgiving Day and Friday.
Okay.
Oh, Ron Bennington is the quickest, one of the most brilliant people in radio on earth. He's so fucking brilliant. It's insane how quick he is and how funny he is.
He's been a real supporter. Like he said, he's been supportive of me, like in a beautiful way. He thinks I'm super smart and we have great talks. I'm like, I'm not where you are.
Thanks, David.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's really.
Go to Rhode
Frank
Island.
and in the Bronx.
What's up, guys, girls, ladies, chicks with dicks? How's everyone doing?
It's tiny. It doesn't even count. Go ahead.
Bonnie with a tiny dick.
We're not treating him any different.
Why did he just get off?
Because it was
he
stupid.
Was scared.
He was scared. He's saying that we're treating the cock gobbler different.
As what? What was he saying?
Yeah, he was up to something. It was
he said we were treating you differently because you're gay when you're just exactly like all of us.
How do you know he said that?
It might be insulting.
Was I being treated differently?
No, not at all.
No, we were asking you questions.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's not.
No, you're just
I would have answered
we're
that.
treating you like a comic. Like
Go ahead, Rhode
it's very
Island.
normal. I am not worried about it. I do not feel intimidated.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
His own thing.
What's going on with all the vitriol? Everyone's been jumping on Rich all day.
Who, Voss? Who, me?
The show is called My Wife Hates Me.
Thank you.
I was listening earlier with Jimmy, and he was jumping down your throat by the way you were talking.
I listen to Owen. You know what? It's hacky. It's old, but I talked to him about it. And whatever. You know what it is? Today, Opie was only putting calls through that had negative. People were calling. He's not going to put in callers that say, hey, we love Voss, or hey, he's great, because it's not good radio. So he puts calls through that say, oh, Voss is an ass, or Voss is this, and it makes for better radio, because then I'm going to fight back, and whatever. You know
Can
what
I just say that Rich has been unbelievably nice to me?
What's that?
You're coming to Rhode Island on Friday. I can't wait to meet you.
Come down. It's going to be great. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
I got fans in Rhode Island. Can I feature...
What's that?
Hop in the car. I got one fan in Rhode Island who drives out to see me.
There's already one.
And he has 18-year-old girls with him.
We got 2 minutes left, you said?
Can I just say this about Rich, is that Rich has the same arc with almost everyone, especially comedians, where the first time they meet him, and I don't think this was your experience, but usually the first time they meet him, they hate him. They think he's a giant dick. And then somewhere along the way, without him changing his behavior at all, he becomes the greatest guy in their mind. I don't know how it happens, but people...
Oh, no. When the night he met me, he called me Nathan Two Lanes. Which... A little catty, Rich.
Terrible.
Jerry, you're asking to a two-lane.
But I mean, I recognize that instantly as very familial joking. Like I loved it, and I fell in love with it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
right. Like some people either get like if he likes you, he's going to joke more with you. That's how he shows affection. There's no other way. Or he hits you, which is how that's why I never press charges. That's why he loves me.
Well, you guys, all right, let's do some quick plugs and thank them. This weekend I'll be at the Comedy Connection in Rhode Island, Friday and Saturday, me and Ben. And then next weekend in Connecticut at the Treehouse Comedy. Go to Treehouse Comedy with me and Jim Florentine. And next Wednesday, Red Bank. Rick will be in Chicago taping a special. And it's on his website at, where is it?
RickShapiro.tv.
I didn't know you were taping your special. This is the first I heard about that part of it.
A piece of a DVD. I'm not even supposed to say it, but I don't care.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't care. A piece of it. We're putting different pieces of different clubs.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, so that's going to be good.
I love that idea.
Also, I got a movie called Timeless coming out. It is really cool. It's.
Do you know the day that it's coming out or where we can go see it?
I forgot to ask you.
Just put Timeless in your head. You see a poster, you go.
And what bathhouse are you working?
I'm taking ayahuasca this weekend, and then
I'm in town. I want to do it. Come out to Jersey so I can do it.
Okay. And then the weekend,
he's so quick.
And the weekend after, I'll be at the Comedy Cellar.
Mayran Kagani.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Mayran Kagani. Rick Shapiro.
You guys were great. This show flew by so quick.
Yeah,
I'm at the Slipper Room tomorrow night.
Because of you guys.
Oh, the Slipper Room here in New York City.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Awesome.
Okay, well, listen, we got to run. For real, you made this easy tonight, you guys.
Yes.
Thanks
really
for having us.
Thank you
guys
very
are
much.
amazing. You're the people I like.
Aw, you say that to all the comedy couples.
Only the ones in L.A. To all the comedy couples.
All right, thanks.
All right, thanks,
Good night.
guys. No.
Have a happy Thanksgiving, fuckers.